Hello, dear friends and lovers of freedom all over the world. I greet you according to your time zone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Long live Mazen Nnamdi Kanu Ahmadike Biafra land. Long live United States of Biafra. Long live the good people of Biafra. My people, in this video, you will learn a lot. So do not be in a hurry. Tighten your seatbelts and watch this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share this video and also give us a thumbs up. Thank you and God bless you. Let's go. This may be the best video you are going to watch this week, this month, or even this year because this video tells a lot we need to know regarding Nigeria's security situations, what Donald Trump has to say, what the defense system and the Nigerian collaborators are doing to protect Nigerian citizens, especially Nigerian Christians, in coverage for Biafra emancipation. So this video will tell you all you need to do. It's very, very important that you pay attention to the last detail as you watch this video, because in this video you will see the new declaration by Mr. Trump regarding the peace board. So United Nations is a theme of the past. So please pay attention and listen to this video.
In Nigeria, we're annihilating terrorists who are killing Christians. We've hit them very hard. They've killed thousands and thousands of Christians. What's that all about?
Open bilateral cooperation, especially between the two countries, as regards the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. You have heard remarks by the National Security Advisor of Nigeria and the U.S. Under Secretary of State for Political Affairs. Therefore, I want to give you a few remarks, and thereafter, if you have any questions, we can then take. Now, this engagement that we have just had represents the third high-level engagement by senior U.S. government leadership since the visit of the Nigerian delegation to Washington in November last year. Now, this also follows two congressional delegations hosted in December of 2025, and we are now having this working group between the two countries convening to work together to see how the two countries can work together to solve the pressing issues on the table. This bilateral engagement reflects not only our shared commitment to religious freedom and the protection of civilian population, but it is also a mature and strategic relationship that is grounded in trust and also in shared responsibility, especially between our two nations. The partnership has been useful, with the U.S. and Nigeria cooperating militarily, but also in intelligence sharing and in general security. And I want to state here that indeed this cooperation has translated into very tangible operational gains. It has enhanced our intelligence sharing. It has also brought about closer coordination between the United States of America, AFRICOM, and Nigeria's military. Of course, this is across all sectors, as you have heard from the National Security Advisor. The U.S., as we also heard, has committed to timely delivery of outstanding military equipment, such as drones, helicopters, platforms, spare parts, and also will provide associated support system that Nigeria has procured over the past 5 years. Now, the idea is that these meetings will seek to accelerate the delivery of this military equipment and other support that we require from the United States. Now, we want Nigerians all to know that this partnership is working and is also yielding very tangible results for us. We are beginning to see the gains of this very close relationship that we are developing with the United States of America. We want to use this opportunity to tell Nigerians that this cooperation is indeed yielding the desired fruit. We want Nigerians to be patient as both countries continue to engage for the betterment of our two countries and the world in general. On the Nigerian part, we are all aware that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria has since formally declared a state of national security emergencies in more vulnerable and also in high-risk areas. And in the process, he has authorized and asked that there should be an intensified joint operations between all the security agencies and our armed forces. And the President has also directed that this be sustained by deployment of additional security forces to priority areas to curb this violence. Very important for Nigeria, we want to state that this relationship is also helping in strengthening early warning and also developing a national database to provide a single authoritative source of accurate and verifiable figures on deaths and casualties arising from violence. Of course, this will also strengthen evidence-based decision-making, accountability, and effective security responses. Now, in the past, we have not been able to have very coordinated database where truths and facts relating to those who have been affected by this violence is properly recorded. Now, this cooperation is helping us to ensure that we have this database that will help us in knowing exactly who are those that have been injured, exactly who are those that have been killed, and this in turn will help the Nigerian government to take informed decision on how to curb this violence going forward. I also want to state that the Federal Ministry of Justice of Nigeria, Department of State Services, the police, and all other security agencies are working assiduously together to investigate and to prosecute terrorism cases. Our aim here is to ensure that violence is not only met by force, but there's also, in the process, justice and accountability so that all can see what is happening. Now, in a nutshell, let me restate that this indeed, the cooperation between of what we are seeing between the United States of America and Nigeria is helping us to forge better partnership so that we can have a more secured and prosperous Nigeria. We recognize the fact that the United States are our friends and we have been cooperating with them over the years, and Nigerian government will continue to work with them and other international partners. The aim is to ultimately see that terrorism and violent extremism is defeated and taken out of our soil. Thank you very much. We are working continuously with our U.S. partners. You have heard that these strikes were coordinated together with the Nigerian security agencies and armed forces, and they are working together to ensure that we have a very comprehensive evaluation of this, and details of that will continue to be made available to the press. Thank you.
In the Middle Belt has attracted widespread condemnation, both locally and internationally. The government and the people of Nigeria condemn these attacks in the strongest possible terms. These attacks have led to mass killings and abduction of civilians. We find this unacceptable, and we condemn it. We have the opportunity offered by the United States, our partner, to help us, to deepen their partnership with us, to address these challenges and find a lasting solution to the problems and restore peace in the affected communities. And we are taking advantage of this offer to ensure that the vulnerable communities in Nigeria are well protected. What we are having here today is the first joint working group of the United States and Nigeria on how to address the challenges of mass killing and adoption of innocent civilians in our vulnerable communities. So thank you.
Thank you. As you have heard
Of
from
course,
the IG, the police will also
both
benefit
the defense
from,
and the police are going
yes,
to benefit
everybody,
from
all
this
parts of our
partnership.
security agencies.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed. Seriously. His rights and everything was flagrantly disobeyed. The man who was so ebullient, who was so happy to go and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, is now facing the same thing that he accused Nnamdi Kanu of. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine this poetic irony in life? You can see, whatever you sow, you reap. If somebody had told Malami that you go through this thing one day, he wouldn't have believed it. The very man who orchestrated Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and all that, even when the court said he should go, that Nnamdi Kanu should, Malami insisted that Nnamdi Kanu must be brought back and face some spurious charges. The same thing EFCC did to them. When he left the court, they arrested him on the court immediately and took him back to prison. So that is how life is. So with all this development, the whole world can now see that Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed. All the things he was saying, nobody said that it is wrong or no, it's not true, it's not happening, no. Is it not the same thing that you are witnessing today? Imagine if the federal government had called these people, like they have been dialoguing with Toju Bello and other terrorists. If they had called IPOB, okay, come, my people, come, what is wrong? What are you people talking about? What happened? For a dialogue. Maybe this thing would have died down. They will not give them the assurances and all that. And maybe they will step down, like they did this protest yesterday. Did anybody die? Did they kill anybody? Were they carrying gun? That was exactly what they were doing. Before the federal government under Buhari started using gun to kill all of them.
Barrister, talking about the release of Nnamdi, recently, there's been this engagement, this collaboration between the U.S. government and Nigerian government security agencies. And well, before then, U.S. said before we backpedal, on our threat of having to take out these people, there are certain things that we need you to do. Exactly. And we understand that one of them was the release of Sunday Jackson, the farmer that was jailed by the Supreme Court in Adamawa. Is it Adamawa in Taraba, somewhere in the northeast? Yeah. And we saw him released. He was granted pardon and clemency. Do you think that release of Nnamdi Kanu might at some point come in the table?
He's already on the table.
Between the U.S. government and Nigerian authorities?
Okoro is already on the table.
How
Whether
so?
the U.S. will put the amount of federal, it's already on the table. Nnamdi Kanu must be released. No. Because it is obvious that that man was wrongly jailed. From these terrorists that are working all over the place.
But sir, I want us to be factual.
The fact is that it's on the table already.
Okay,
at a point, it will come up.
But for now, it hasn't come up.
It's already, discussions are going on.
Let's be very clear.
The government
at a point, it will come up, or it's already on the table.
Hold on, I told you now that discussion is going on behind closed doors. Okay. It's not something that we just wake up and...
Between the U.S. government and Nigerian
No. Nigerian government and some Igbo leaders.
Okay. Yes, my direct question is, do you think that at some point, it might be on the table? U.S. will say, look, if you do this, we need you to do this.
I said it's already on the table.
Which table now?
Both Nigerian government and the US government table is there. It's part of it because the Igbo leaders of thought and some other concerns are already talking about it, but it's behind closed doors. Until that discussion is concluded, we are still talking about it. We are still raising that issue. Because we are now seeing that, yes, from all indication, this man was wrongly jailed.
Now that you have watched the full clip of the video, I think you get value of what you just watched. I know, of course you do. This video that you just watched have become an eye-opener to us. Nigeria government thought they are so tough, but America have humbled them. They forcefully sentenced our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then think that after sentencing him, that everything will just be swept under the carpet. But today, Nigeria, how market? Look at what is happening in the north. The north politicians are abusing, slaughtering, unaliving their own people just for their selfish interest. They said Nigeria was a sovereign nation, that another country have no right to come and, do otherwise. But today, how far? Are they not the same people that sit in this round table urging America to do the needful, while they have been denying all the genocide since all this while? After spending 9.something million from lobbies to confuse the American government not to intervene of what is going on in Nigeria. But today, our awareness have overshadowed their lies. That is the power of social media. But better still, all these things cannot help Nigeria. Never. Because Nigeria was built in the foundations of lie and the foundation of destroy. Only thing that will bring the lasting solution in Nigeria remains disintegration. The Biafra restoration will bring the lasting solution to the Nigeria crisis. Because the aim and the agenda of these invaders, of these jihadist terrorists, is to Islamize this country for their own benefit, for their own Sharia. And we say no to it. And that is why we keep advocating for America to do the needful. Because we are still waiting as the congressmen promised to give a final option for Donald Trump to choose between the division or allowing the Christians to be unalived in daily basis. So we are waiting because disintegration remains the lasting solution to the Nigeria problem. Biafra is real in our own time. So my people, who am I? I'm only a messenger. If you love what we do here in this Global Love Channel TV, please don't hesitate to touch a hand for subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. And in doing that, you are encouraging us to do more. And togetherness, we shall save life together because Africa life matters. Till next time, see you in my next video. Bye for now. Thank you.